Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me now? Okay, beautiful, beautiful. All right, Chat GPT. Let's get it popping. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Can you make me a disclaimer that my cryptocurrency? I'm showing you how Chat GPT works in real time. Okay, this is how it works in real time. Can you make me a disclaimer that my cryptocurrency live stream is not financial advice and infotainment? Okay. So then we use the Grammarly, of course, to correct any spelling errors. You feel me? Chat GPT then is going to come up with this. Okay, so before we begin the live stream, let me give you the disclaimer. The information provided in this live stream is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be constructed as financial or investment advice. The content creator, Trendsetter Crypto TV, aka Solomon Jones, does not provide financial advice, nor are they registered financial advisors. Cryptocurrency and digital assets investing involves a high degree of risk and volatility and may result in significant financial loss. The views and opinions expressed in the live stream are solely those of the content creators and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any agency, organization, YouTube, employer, company. Please do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Okay. All right. So shout out to Chat GPT, guys. Very easy to use. Very, very easy. Okay. In the chat, let me know what the audio sound like. Okay, perfect. So yesterday we had the Fed meeting, and of course, as always, the market reacts to what the Fed meeting has said. From a few weeks ago, we have retraced from 30,000. Now we're at about 28,000, 18,000 for Ethereum. Dogecoin is at about 7.8 cents. Solana at 21.83. Shiba Inu is at 995. Okay, so one thing that I find very interesting, guys, is meme coin season back. Is meme coin season back? The fear to greed index is at a 64. All right, it's at a 64. Now, the fear to greed index was at a 64 yesterday. And so you guys know my motto. Whenever you start to see the fear to greed index go to a 75 or higher, in my opinion, not financial advice, that is time to take profits, because then you have extreme greed coming in. And so before we get into the meme coins and meme coin season like Pepe and Wojak and all of that, we are still dealing with a banking crisis. Now, this should not be new to anybody that's been watching my channel for the last year, as I've been talking about these banking crises for about a year now, right? And if you've been following me on Patreon, www.patrn.com/solotv84, I've been talking about how we're going to keep seeing these black swan events, right? Now, bank failures are under that umbrella of black swan event. These are unpredictable events where the market suddenly becomes affected because of an event or situation that's not foreseen, right? Now, we had the Silicon Valley Bank situation happening just a couple months ago, and now we have Pac West that is in trouble. So let's listen to this old gentleman who should be taking a nap, but let's listen to him and see what he got to say, and then we'll continue with it. And I don't mean no malice by saying he should take a nap. He just looks very tired. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're gonna just skip the commercial because nobody cares about the commercial. Okay, we got 10 more seconds left on the commercial. Oh. thought I got an ad blocker. What good is the ad blocker if it doesn't block ads? Yeah. So these bank failures, they're not, they're not by coincidence. I mean, I already discussed how there were over 186 banks that they found to be illiquid. So what does that mean? It means that those banks, if the customers decided to take their money out, they don't have enough money to cover that. Why? Because all the money that they have, they've put into loans and bonds that are long term. And now what you're seeing is this. Now, me personally, and shout out to Crypto Knight. I see you in the building, brother. I got the listen. I got the hood set up, man. So I got the chat on the phone because my computer's being goofy. But I need to get this information out. Um, but back to this real quick. So I think it's personally by design because we know that they're moving to a centralized digital banking system, right, with the CBDCs. And what I think is going, and this is just speculation, but I think that within about 2 to 7 years, you're only going to have five banks. You're going to have probably JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, uh, you know, uh, maybe Wells Fargo, and then two other big banks. It's going to be just five banks because they're just going to be eating up all these smaller banks. Now, this is just me speculating, but these bank failures, what's going on is because of the interest rate hike and the fact that these bank systems, these bankers, are still operating with the same mindset that they did circa 2008 when we had the first recession in the last, 15, 20 years. They have not changed at all. They're still doing the same strategy where they're issuing out more loans. And what happened with, the First Republic Bank is they were giving out more loans than money that they had coming in, right? So here, now imagine this. There's some of you guys that you guys are good at budgeting money, right? And you guys are probably better at budgeting money than some of these bankers that have degrees that went to college because it's very simple. It's kind of like it's simple math, as this one YouTuber says. I forgot his name, but 1 plus 1 equals 2. And what bankers try to do is they try to do 1 minus 3, right? So in other words, what I'm saying is that they overextend themselves financially, and this is where we're at. But the whole system is rotten. It's basically doing. Listen, you got to look at money like this. Ever since we got off the gold standard, money, and I know this is going to trip some people out, but they're just numbers on a screen, right? So, for example, you think you put $1,000 into your bank account, but that's not really $1,000 is there. The money's already, the bank is already taking your money and they're using it for whatever they're doing, maybe doing loans or some sort of investment, whatever it is that they're doing. It's just the number on the screen. Ever since America got off the gold standard, it's really, this is just all fake. I know it's crazy to think about, but the money is not really backed up by anything tangible. And now we're at a point where, you know, everything is coming to a head. If you for those who notice, for those who have eyes, let them see, and for those who have ears, let them hear. Let's keep going. Oh, you can't hear nothing? Oh, okay. All right. 1 second. Okay, I'm not sure. Well, so basically, because we have audio issues and to keep it moving, so Pac West is a bank that has dipped and now they're being sold. So basically, here you see the graph, right? And this is updated until 11:55. Now, this is probably yesterday, right? So let's see what it looks like today. Okay, so their stock is down 47.98% from yesterday. Okay, from yesterday. Let me make sure the audio is working now, you know. Okay, perfect. So these bank failures are going to keep happening. I don't and once again, I don't and this is my opinion. I'm not, you know, um going off of anything but what I'm seeing and what I'm studying. But there's something known as contagion, right? A lot of these banks, they interact with each other. They give loan, even banks even give loans to each other as well. If one bank is affected, a lot of them are. There's a bank right now that we don't know. They're about to fail. And the only reason we don't know is because they're trying to keep things under wraps. There's a lot of people that uh, are shook right now in the system. But this is right now an opportunity for those who are paying attention to be able to capitalize off of this and make something happen, right? If you can position yourself, you can take advantage of these things, right? Now, let's get into it. Is meme coin season back? Now, Pepe, wow, we're going to talk about this because I did not see Pepe coming at all. So Pepe has gone up over 700%, even higher since this article came out. It reached the $500 million market cap in less than 3 weeks and already printed a few millionaires. Now, I checked Pepe today and it was at almost a $700 million market cap, right? Now, me personally, guys, I am not in Pepe. Now, I did talk about Pepe on my Patreon when it was a $100 million market cap. And at that time, I'll be honest with you, I thought, you know what? It looks pretty topped up, and it just kept going, right? So the reality is, with meme coins like Pepe, I look at it like this now. I know the goal is to hit 1 billion. And once again, this is not financial advice, but always remember the whales, they're not your friends, okay? Whales are not your friends. So you thinking, hey, I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna quick, 2, 3x my money or what have you, wait for it to go to a billy, but the whales are gonna pull the, take profits when it hits about 800 million or 900 million, and then it'll retrace, and then you rinse and repeat the process, right? So when I look at the charts right now, the last 7 days, I mean, this is a very healthy chart, but right now it's pretty topped up, right? So in other words, when people ask me, should I get into Pepe? I don't know why you would want to get at the top, because at the end of the day, we know that when it's at a $700 million market cap, eventually the whales are going to take money. It's going to retrace. This is what happened to Pepe when it was at about 500 million. It went down then. Well, that's the volume. But when it was at about 500 million here, that almost looks like a double top, right? And then it went down. You probably could have bought at the dip, and then it went up a little bit, then it went down again yesterday, and that probably would have been a good place, and then boom, right? So there's a lot of bullishness because of Pepe and other meme coins, and you guys know that. Now, there's also P Pizza and Wojak. Now, I heard about Wojak, and once again, I'm not in a I'm not in Wojak. I'm not in pizza. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys which coin I bought today because we're going to talk about these lines, and Crypto Knight knows what time it is. So that's why he's in the chat. You feel me? Wall Street Bets came out with their own coin, right? But WSB coin, but I heard that may have been a rug pull. Okay. Now, guys, let's talk about rug pulls because this is something that a lot of your favorite crypto YouTubers don't want to talk about. But rug pulls are where you have people with ill intentions that will let a coin pump and then they pull it. Now, I don't know if Wall Street Bets is a rug pull or not. I got to look at it a bit deeper. But basically, a rug pull is where they let it pump and then they take away the liquidity from it. So it makes it then harder for people to sell. Okay. So you always have to remember with meme coins, they're very, very risky. Um, because of the fact that with meme coins, a lot of the projects they are in it to make money. Let's just be honest, right? They're in it to make money. Now you do have your outliers like Shiba Inu, for example, that are actually creating a lot of utilities. And I'm not saying that all meme coins are just pump and dumps, but meme coins that want to stay around, especially from what I'm because what I'm seeing here in the future, they're gonna have to have utility. They're gonna have to. Me personally, I know that there's some people that are frustrated to see Pepe pump, but Shiba Inu isn't pumping. You know what? This is a great thing for Shiba. Why? Let me explain. It puts Shiba Inu and Dogecoin on notice that, hey, if you want to remain number one, number two, number three, you got to have some utility. Now, Shiba Inu is working on Shibarium Alpha. The Shibarium Beta has been a bit underwhelming. Let's be honest, right? So when the Alpha version comes out and they start to burn more, that's when you hope that'll be the catalyst then for Shiba Inu, right? Now, when will that happen? I don't know. There's always rumors, always speculation. But I think that in crypto, you have to understand a lot of people that are in crypto are very whimsical and also they're greedy. Let's just be honest. So people will, love one coin one day and the other day, right? One thing that I've learned is you can't get too attached to a coin because of the fact that you got to understand that um, with any investment that you deal with, you're dealing with human psychology. Now, when we talk about the Pepes and such, right? There's certain coins that I look at that I will never sell. So, for example, when I look at XRP, for example, right, and I'm hearing things in not just the prophetic community, but also with technical analyst community, where in the prophetic they're saying XRP will be $13 to $14 at the end of the year. And then you have in the TA side, in the crypto community, they're talking about XRP hitting $27 by the end of the year. And I'm thinking to myself, 46 cents is not a bad place right now for XRP. Now, I understand that if you don't have the liquidity, then, and we still don't know when the court case will end, I totally get it. But this is where you have to understand the psychology of Pepe and meme coins is that even though it's pretty topped out now at $700 million, right? Eventually, what the whales will do, and this is the psychology of whales, they're going to take that money and profits, and then they're going to put it into another meme coin and another meme coin, or they're going to put it into um, a what I like to call blue chip coin, like a XRP, XLM, so forth. Okay. Now, with all these bank failures, I do think that we are gonna see a dip very, very soon with BTC. That's gonna affect the whole market. This is just my opinion. Um, but I think that we're gonna have a meme coin season here that'll continue, and then in conjunction with the meme coin season, right? We're going to have an AI season with these AI cryptocurrencies, right? And that's one thing that you guys know I've been talking about a lot about that the last few months. I've been studying a lot about that. There's been a lot of information that I've looked at, and some of it, I'll be honest with you guys, with the AI thing, sometimes not, sometimes when you look at technology, right, there's always pros and cons. But the way I look at it is if the cons outweigh the pros, then is it good? You know, so they told you guys, hey, Facebook is going to bring you closer together to your friends and family. No, it didn't. All Facebook did is put up this facade where people post their life like it's perfect. And now instead of people wanting to call you, they want you to slide in the DMs, right? The last 20 years, the human interaction has changed, but I digress because listen, I don't want to get off track, okay? So really quickly, Balaji, this is the guy I made a video on him. He said that Bitcoin would hit $1 million, right, within 45 days. And this guy is a former Coinbase executive. And when he came out with this very bold and crazy prediction, I was thinking to myself, the first question I was thinking to myself is, what does he know that the general public doesn't? You know what I mean? Why would he come out and say such a bold claim? What does he know? I see Reg, the bad guy, in the chat. He says, talk about West Bank solo. Reg, I already talked about it. You gotta hit the replay button, sir. I already talked about it. You know what I'm saying? I talked about it for a good 15 minutes. But the reality is, so this CEO came out and basically he's talking about hyperinflation, right? And on all these other different things. And he says, I just burned $1 million to tell you they're printing trillions. I sell the bet ahead of time and donated even more than I had committed. Serena Vasan says, I'm not in the habit of publicly burning $1 million. Serena Vasan added, explaining the reason for closing out the wager around 970,000 below the target price of $1 million per Bitcoin was because he believes in the good in the public good. Okay, I spend my own money to send a proverbial costly signal. There's something wrong with the economy, and that is not going to be a soft landing like Powell promises, but something much worse. Yes, the economy is going to continue to get worse. Okay. Now he said $1 million Bitcoin. Do I think Bitcoin will be $1 million? Yes. Will it be this year? No. But if Bitcoin hits $1 million, where, within 15, 20 years, that's not far-fetched. But I think it's kind of like, here's the thing. Before we talk about $1 million, can we get back to 50? You know what I mean? Can we get back to 50,000? Okay. So that's just what it is, right? Now, since we already talked about Pepe, and for those who are coming in, I see people coming in. We talked about Pepe already. Please rewind the video back, right? Because this is public. I'm going to talk about BNB Lion here really quickly, right? Now, BNB Lion, I got to give credit to where it's due. I've been hearing about this coin in the prophetic community for a little bit. And then shout out to Mr. Sir. You know who you are, because I don't like putting people on blast publicly unless they want me to, but you know who you are. And also shout out to the Crypto Knight. He was telling me about this coin, and I was like, because you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. First of all, I just did taxes. All right, so y'all know what that is, right? I just did some taxes. So, and second of all, it's kind of like, my motto is I'm not here chasing coins, right? I like to be in at the bottom, right? Now, I know you're thinking, look at this, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a nice, look at that cat. Oh, y'all see that candle right there? Oh, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. That's good to see, right? Yeah, Wiki Cat is going up too. So BNB Lion, I looked at this, and we had a brother who posted a dream about this as well. And I looked at the market cap, and it was about at 200,000 when I got in. For transparency, you guys know I'm very transparent. I put in a little bit of lunch money. You know what I'm saying? You make what it do. Once again, this is not financial advice. I'm not here telling you what to do. But the market cap, looking at PewCoin, is still pretty small market cap. If this 10x's, that can go up very reasonably well. Okay, so one of the things that we have to understand here is when I look at BNB Lion. First of all, this is crazy. Look at the picture right here. But basically, it's a meme coin with a bullish name, BNB Lion, right? So right now, what I'm doing is very simple. My strategy is because I saw what Pepe did, right? Eventually, profits from Pepe is going to go into other meme coins because these right now people are just people are tired of the bear market. So you have to understand the psychology of the meme coins. It's very simple. One meme coin pumps, then the whales take profits, they rotate it into another meme coin. That pumps, they rinse and repeat the process. I've already said this many times on YouTube as well as on Patreon. Whales don't think like us normal folks. Okay. Okay. We want 100x. We want 1,000x. The whales, they laugh at that. A whale only a whale for a whale, they look at it in percentages. Okay. If a coin goes up 25% for a whale, that's good. For us, if a coin goes up 50% for a whale, that's a trip to Jamaica with his wife. Okay. A whale puts in $1 million. Let me give you an example. A whale puts in $1 million into Pepe right now. If you put in $100, you want Pepe to 100x minimum or 1,000x. A whale is happy if his investment of $1 million goes up 100%. Why? Because that's $2 million. Now that $2 million, this is how the whale thinks. That $2 million will pay for the mortgage for the whole year. He can buy some equipment for his company, and he can take his wife or beautiful girlfriend to Jamaica for vacation, right? 100% for us, like people like myself, right? Because I'm not, you guys know I'm not rich, and nor am I stunting like I'm rich. $100 turning into $200, right? That's still a blessing. Let's be real. That's still a blessing. But nowadays, with $200, you can't even pay your phone bill or light bill with that, because things are getting so expensive. So the example I'm using is for people to understand the psychology of a whale, right? Some of these people are very cold-blooded, and remember, they're not your friends. But one thing that I always say is, I don't want to swim against the whales. I want to swim with the whales. Okay. You ever seen a whale swim? You notice that when a whale swims really fast, there are little minnows and other little fishes behind the whale. Because while the whale is eating food, guess what? Them little fishes, they get the scraps. Now, I'm not trying to make it seem like we're just getting scraps, but the reality of the situation is when you understand the psychology of the whale, right, then you can use that to your benefit. But what happens in crypto is we get carried away by greed and emotionalism. So you're up 5x right now on Pepe, but you don't want to take profit because in your mind, you're thinking, well, what if it goes up another 5x? Now, my mentor, he always taught me this, not financial advice, right? He said that, look, if you're up 2x or 3x on a project, take out your initial investment, right? So for example, you put $100 into a project, you up $300, take $100 out. Why? Because then you make the money back that you originally invested into the project. And now, if it continues to go up, you're basically playing with what's known as house money. So that's the another psychology behind it, right? Now, the reality is, though, how do you know when a coin like Pepe, for example, how high will it go up? You don't, right? I mean, you can look at the chart, even with technical analysis. And I mean, this is one of the reasons why it's good to look at, but you can look at the chart and you don't exactly know, okay, they can look at the chart and say, well, here's the thing, nothing goes up forever. Okay. Nothing goes up forever. But the point I'm trying to make is very simple. Take profits. Don't get too greedy to the point that you're up 3x or 5x and you didn't even take out your initial investment. And then what happens, and this has happened to me too, is you're up on a project 5, 10x, you didn't take no profit, and then the project goes down. And now you feel in a certain type of way because you didn't even get the money out of it that you originally put in it. Okay. So I'm not here to spread FUD or nothing like that. I'm just telling you guys, have a strategy of taking profits. Have a strategy in general with these coins. It's very, very simple. Okay. Very simple. Now with BNB Lion, like I said, this is the latest project that I got into. If you in my Telegram group, you know that I mentioned that because I like to be transparent. Now, I'm not going to tell you how much I put in because the spirit of jealousy is real. You know what I'm saying? The spirit of jealousy is real, but I'm not going to, I like to be transparent because you guys know I'm not one of these crypto YouTubers where, I'm pumping up a coin and this and that, right? So yeah, WikiCat, you know what? I got to be very, very careful with what I say here. There was some controversy with WikiCat recently, and you know what? I prayed about it. Probably not as hard as I should, but for me personally, I will say this. My thing is this: because I prayed about it and I didn't get anything, I'm not going to talk about it because sometimes in the past, I've talked about things that I shouldn't have talked about, and then I paid for it later, right? But what I will tell you guys is this. Once again, I'm being very transparent. I know that there has been a situation with WikiCat. I still believe in the project. I'm still in this project, okay? The project got announced that they're going to be posting on LBank. If I'm not mistaken, Sir Mappy said that WikiCat is going to be listed on 3 exchanges this month alone, right? So me personally, I'm still in WikiCat. I'm still rocking with it. Okay. Now let's talk about BNB Tiger. BNB Tiger is a coin that I was talking about a bit. And sometimes this is what people like to do. When a coin goes down, or I talk about other coins, then people are like, "Oh, well, you don't believe in the coin anymore." Here's what people got to understand. My mentality is a little different than other people. See, you have a lot of people that get into these degen type of coins and they're just in it to pump it and dump it, right? My thing is if I believe in a coin, right? If I believe in a coin, then my strategy is always going to be long term, especially if we're talking about a prophetic coin, right? Or a coin that has utility or is implementing a utility that is unheard of, a trend setting coin, right? So the reality is that a lot of people, and I know myself included, a lot of people lack patience, okay? Lack patience. This is probably one of my greatest faults, or is that sometimes I have a tendency to jump out the window, right? And you have to understand that in the crypto market, when I got into Ethereum in 2017, when Ethereum was $100, okay, if I would have sold Ethereum at 150, then when Ethereum went up to $2,000, I would have never been able to take profit. Okay. The point I'm trying to make is some of these things will take a while to happen. And unfortunately, the average person, let's be honest, they're not thinking long term. This is why what happens is when a bear market happens, you notice all the people that were in crypto in the bull market, they're not trying to be in crypto. They don't even want to hear it, right? Because all the people that were in crypto in a bull market, they got out. In the bear market, they get out. Because what happens is they lack the patience and then they sell at a bottom and basically lost more money, right? Now, we know what happens is we're going to have the Bitcoin halving. here in about a year or so. And when things start pumping up again, it's going to bring a lot of new people into the markets, and also even more institutions, because now everything is going the CBDC route, the digital route, the crypto route, right? The reality is this, and this is one thing I learned, because with the bear market last time, I was one of those people where I was still paying attention to crypto, but not like I should. And a friend of mine, you guys know I say the story a lot. This brother was grinding 12 hours a day as a nurse, right? He was working as much as he could, and he was throwing any extra money into crypto, any extra money, throwing it into crypto, bear market. He was buying theta, he was buying debt, right? So what happened in 2021, May, when everything was going up sky high, he became a millionaire by the age of 30, was able to retire. Why? Because he was putting money into coins in a bear market. And he had the patience and the faith. He had the patience and the faith to wait. He sowed the seed and he let it bloom. It's very simple. It's very simple, right? But it's not simple, because a lot of us, we want to sow the seed and then we want to see it bloom like literally overnight. And sometimes this is all a test of patience and faith, because when you go through this journey, it also refines you, and it exposes your heart, right? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's times where I'm not gonna lie. I'm virtually, and God forgive me, but I'm complaining. I'm complaining to God. I'm just like, God, you said you would do this, you would give me this blessing. And you know what? I'm thankful that He's merciful, because the reality is that, when you let your flesh get in the way, and you let your greed get in the way, and see, a lot of people are not going to tell you this, then you got to understand that while you are going through this journey, God is refining you. For me, and I'm speaking for me personally, because there's been times, like I said, I've been complaining, I've been whining and whatnot. And you know what? It's crazy, because while you're complaining and whining, the enemy's watching you in the corner and he's laughing. You know who he is, the accuser. You know who he is. And the reality is this journey, the last 2 or 3 years, has been some of the most difficult years in my life. But you know what? The psalmist says, for it is good. It is good that I've been afflicted, because one day I'm going to look back at this journey, man, and I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh at myself because of how naive and how ignorant that I was. And one thing that people can't question is I have a passion to help people. And it's difficult for me, because I understand, right now we're dealing with a lot of things, a lot of negative things, and it's difficult for me because I'm trying to get people's attention, and people just want to focus on things that really doesn't matter. It's just wild to me, because we're in a situation now where, we the banks are happening, the hyperinflation is happening, the economy is going down, but you got people that want to talk about, what's going on with, women here, women there, and it's just kind of like there's more to life. And it just breaks my heart, because what's going to happen is, and this is what happened, and I've seen this, the next bull run, a lot of people are going to get caught off guard. A lot of people are going to get caught off guard. Why? Because they weren't paying attention to what they should have been paying attention. They weren't paying attention to what was going on economically, financially, geopolitically. because everybody wants to get ready for hot girl summer or hot boy summer. Everybody wants to take these trips to Vegas or wherever it is that y'all going. But nobody's really paying attention to what's going around them. You go in the grocery store, the prices of food are just skyrocketing, and you kind of just take it for what it is. I get it. We all have problems. We all have issues. You know what I'm saying? Nakamoto Games? Oh yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Nakamoto. I haven't forgotten about Nakamoto Games. Now, Nakamoto Games is not. Let's take a look at that one. I'm glad you brought that up because I was looking at that one actually a while ago. Now, for those who don't remember this project, Nakamoto Games. Wait, is it the same one? Oh, I'm thinking about something else. Okay, never mind. I'm thinking about Nino. But let's take a look at this one. Let's take. I'm just taking a quick look. I'm just taking a. Oh, bro. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 I mean, they rolling out something, Jose, that I don't know about. But I thought you was talking about Nino token. I'm sorry. I thought he was talking about Nino. Memeco right here. This is the one that I was looking at. This one, a project that I talked about back in 2021. It looks like their chart is ugly too. But this project, they actually have a whoo. Yeah, this one ain't gonna pump. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. This one is not gonna pump until the next bull run. But their project that actually has they have a game out right now. So that's what I've been looking at. So anyway, let's get back. But WikiCat, guys, you see WikiCat is just going up because of the announcement, right? So it's up 29%. BNB Lion is up 124.7%, right? And the market cap for that one, guys, let's take a look right now because you got to go on PewCoin to get it. The market cap is still low, right? So I look at projects like this. And that's a good opportunity. So meme coin season, guys, you see a bunch of different meme coins on the BNB chain that are popping. I think that, you know what, guys, meme coin season, if you ask me, is meme coin season back? I think so. I definitely think so. Because right now, people have just been, listen, some of these whales, they got to get their money back. You know what I mean? But meme coin season is here. And now you're going to see some meme coins that are just going to pump out of nowhere, that are going to do their thing. You know, I'm still paying attention to Ka, you know. But another thing is, guys, what you're going to see me focus on is I'm going to focus on these AI coins. I think they're going to pump too, okay? So you're going to hear me talk about that in the summer. It's gonna be very interesting. But I'm very bullish on meme coins right now. I think Pepe set it off, and WikiCat is doing great today. Like I said, they announced that L Bank announced that they will be listed on L Bank soon. But here's the thing. As I wrap this video up, my main important part is this for you guys. Have a strategy. I always talk about this. Have a strategy in place. Understand that no coin is just going to keep going up forever. Have a strategy. Don't be too greedy. If you're up 3x, it's nothing wrong with taking some profit. It's not. Okay? I'm not, with some of these coins, if you get in like into a Pepe right now, recognize that it's probably not going to keep going up forever. Like there's going to be ups and downs. So what I'm saying is that 700 million market cap, it might go drop down to 500 million, consolidate, and then push back up to $1 billion or so. Okay, so nothing goes up forever. We know that. We definitely know that. Okay, and also another thing is, besides taking profits and this and that, For people, let's say you're in Doge or Shiba Inu, right? For people that are in coins like that, don't be discouraged. SHIB is pumping right now. It's not much, but don't be discouraged, right? Because if you're in it for the long term, sometimes the best thing to do is, man, don't even look at your portfolio. Bro, I do that all the time because that's when you start to complain and get angry. Don't look at your portfolio. So like I said, people ask me, yo, are you still in SHIB? Yes, I'm still in SHIB. I still believe that one day SHIB will go to $2. I believe that. I can't tell you when. I don't know when. It might be a minute. It might be a minute, but I still believe that. I really do. Right. So like I said, so have a strategy, take profits, and if the coin that you like isn't popping right now, don't be discouraged because right now you're in a position where you can dollar cost average because eventually there will be another bull run. And then you want to make sure that you're one of the people that are benefiting from it. Okay. All right. So let me read some comments in the chat, and then let me get out of here because I got things to do. I got things to do, man. You know what I'm saying? I got things to do. Corey says, salute, bro. I see you. Dark Nova talks about meme coins. Yep, that's what we're talking about. Crypto Knight says, I hope you're paying attention. Yeah, I hope people are paying attention too. Oh, you can stake BNB Tiger now? Oh, I didn't know that. I might have to stake some then because, I still got mine. They're about to release some major marketing. Okay, that's what's up. I didn't know that. I didn't listen. Once again, I listen. I get I follow so many coins, man. It's hard to follow. James Murr says, "Let them know. Prayed on everything." Yes, sir. Bitcoin halving will take place in May 2024. It might even take place in April, at the end of April. Preach solo. Our hearts have to be right. Yeah, I mean, life is tough, man. Life is tough. Life is tough. Life is tough. Life is tough. But you know what is good that one thing about it is one thing that I do know is that even if something bad happens, that God will turn it for good, and anything that happens in your life is because God wants. He does it out of His mercy. You know, sometimes I look at a situation, and I know some of you guys can relate. You're like, how did I ever make it out of that period of my life? And then you can see how God put things together, like after the fact, of course, because there were some situations in my life where I'm telling y'all, I had no way out. I had no way out. No way out. And then when you saw how you got out, then you know it was God because it literally was a miracle. And I have a couple stories like that. And it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? He says, thanks for helping me personally. Yeah, no problem. No problem. No problem. So yeah, guys, that's all I got to say. I just wanted to come on live real quick to just talk about what's really about this meme coin season, about this Pepe, about BNB Lion Tiger, Wiki Cat, of course, talked about that a bit. Do your own research, guys. Do your own research because at the end of the day, you have to understand what you're getting into. You have to understand that what you're buying, and my goal is just like I said. I enjoy making content like this because I think that it's a lot more productive to make content like this than some of the other content that I used to make or do. because I think it's going to enable a lot of you, especially you men in the chat. It's going to enable a lot of you guys to really, make it in these situations, because you watch a lot of these other YouTubers and they're not giving you no game on how to be financially successful and take ownership. You know, uh, some of these other YouTubers, they're just talking about women, women, women. And don't get me wrong, I love women as much as the next guy, but talking about women is not gonna help you find a wife if you ain't got the resources or be able to travel or whatever it is that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Corey Robinson. He says, I hope Shiba Inu goes to 1 cent. Yeah, yeah. Listen. Shiba Inu's gonna hit a cent so fast that it's gonna shock people. Now I'm not gonna tell you when. I don't know when, but it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit a penny, and when it does, a lot of people are gonna feel a certain type of way. And Corey Robinson, make no mistake, as long as you don't sell until it hits that price, I'm just saying, bro. When you buy that mansion, Corey, I need an invite. No, Corey, I'm not playing with you. When you buy that mansion, wherever you're gonna buy it at, ATL, California, wherever you buy that mansion at, Corey, I need an invite. I need a personal invite, Corey. You need to fly me out first class, okay? I need an invite, Corey. I made money on that Colt. Which Colt? Like, are you talking about Colt the coin, or what are you talking about there, JD? I'm not following. I'm not following. I'm not following. Okay, guys. Well, listen. Man, I've been talking for an hour. This is listen, guys. I gotta go. I have things that I have to do. You know what I'm saying? I listen. I'm already late. I'm already late. I'm already late. But you know what, guys? I just wanted to come on here real quick and just talk about this what's going on. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Yeah, yeah. That's all I got to do. Whoa, guys! Hold up! 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 Wait a second. Wait a moment. Is that diluted, or I gotta look at it better? I gotta look at it better. Anyway, guys. Yeah. Man, I'm just very humbled. Hey, yo, every time Crypto Night come on too, man, I always got to make sure I got to be careful what I say, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my bro. Shout out to him. Our hats have to be in the right place. Anyway, guys, I'm just. Let me just say this before I leave. Let me just say this. I'm very thankful to anybody that watches my crypto content. Um, I'm very, very thankful, and I'm very, very humble. I truly believe, and I say this sincerely. If you're here watching this content right now, and you're looking for a way to help not just your friends and family, but also the kingdom of God, and you have a sincere heart, I think that you will be beyond wealthy, beyond your wildest imaginations. But there's a thing, it's called obedience. And 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 when we follow the will of God instead of our own hearts, that's when things will start to happen for us. It's very, very simple. And I know some people, oh, I'm not a religious guy, this and that. Okay, all right, listen. I'm just telling you from my own personal experience. I've been in the abyss. It's not a fun place. Okay, I've been there. It's not a fun place. I've been dark and the lonely in the darkness. It's not fun. The light is more lit. That's all I gotta say. But at the end of the day, I want people to understand that you know we have an opportunity to not just help future generations in our lineage, but also humanity. Humanity. And that's a big responsibility if you let that sink in. Because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be relying on you, not just your friends and family, but your neighbors, former coworkers. And you got to be able to discern who you should be helping and who not. But this is an opportunity where we can help a lot of people. We can help a lot of people, lead them towards Christ, lead them towards the kingdom, because there's a lot of people out here doing some goofy stuff. And there's a lot of people out here that are depressed, that are lonely, people out here that are hurting. Listen, I know what that's like. I've been there. It's not a fun place. But there's a lot of people that are looking for answers, and they're looking for answers in the wrong places. And we have an opportunity to show people that there's another way, there's a better way. With that being said, I'm out. Peace.